All right. Hello, everyone. Macintosh here. And welcome to the Dust 514 Event Horizon Lounge. I got a lot of things to talk about over here, but the biggest thing for me to talk about is the fact that on the 31st of January, there was an event that was held here, hosted by Entropy, Club Entropy. And although I think they just call themselves Entropy, but they are a club. And so, with the help of OrcaToaster, helping with the coordination, stuff like that, and also the fact that it was also meant to be his birthday bash, because his real birthday was on the 1st of February, but they had to push up the date because there were other things he had to do on that day. So we basically celebrated his birthday a day early here in the Event Horizon Lounge. And well, like I've had events hosted by Entropy here before, a couple of times maybe already, and there was also the WikiLeaks group that hosted an event as well. However, that particular night was special in that for the first time in this world's existence, the instance was full. 80 people were in the instance of this world at any given time. The maximum capacity. That's the maximum capacity for any VR chat world that is not directly sponsored or owned by either VR chat or Ferality directly. And so this or Virtual Market. I think Virtual Market probably does have their own special treatment there. But I've never seen this world so full before. And it was primarily full like in that area, the DJ area. Like the vast majority of the people were standing there, and with only like a handful of people standing here by the bar. There was a lot going on over here. Like Thankfully, I've had my safety settings and avatar culling set to aggressive, and so I was able to hold at least like 20 frames per second. So I am very much glad I made the smart decision of optimizing this world as much as possible. The textures that you see here in this world, with the exception of the posters that you see, are either 512 by 512 or 256 by 256 textures. And most of them shared or repetitive. And it's like when you look at it though, and they're rendered with bilinear, and they have crunch compression and stuff like that, and basically knocked down the file sizes from the megabytes to just a couple of hundred kilobytes each. So that's a massive improvement in optimization. So just the textures alone were very properly optimized. Another thing I was trying to keep low is polygon count. I think the biggest polygon meshes would either be the couches or maybe the Keepstar Citadel or the ships that are flying by. But even then, frame rates were holding up pretty well, like 20 frames per second with a room full of 80 people, 80 different avatars. And it's like, and my PC was holding up pretty damn well. And then on top of that, there was also the photographers or the camera operators who were recording videos, and a lot of times they have to show all the avatars or almost all the avatars, and they were holding up pretty well with performance. So it shows that I've done a pretty good job at optimization. And if you want to know the files, like the file size of this world is 62.26 megabytes in size. Yeah. Regardless of what you see in here, this is less than 63 megabytes in size. And by the way, this world was first published in June 5th of 2024. Although that was when it was published publicly in VR chat. However, it was published in the community labs much earlier. Now the world already has 145 favorites. It was favorited by 145 unique individuals, and it has seen over 3,300 visitors. Now, I think that it just says visits, it doesn't say visitors. So I'm thinking that's like a lot of visitors just coming back and revisiting. So it's like it counts that too. Yeah. And so that's a well optimized world. Now let me see over here. Now, one of the interesting things about this world was when it was originally launched when this world was featured in PlayStation Home, it was bare bones. Like this whole world, for the Event Horizon Lounge as it was called on PlayStation Home on the PS3 era, this whole thing was barren. Like all there was just basically like posters for promoting Dust 514. This area over here was just a screen, an empty space where they just simply showcase trailers for Dust 514. And by the way, I added some extra screens here over time. So it's like, and the furniture, the DJ booth that you see behind the camera, and so on. Like I made it more lively. And honestly, CCP made a really good job optimizing this world to begin with. And I optimized it even further. And by the way, good shout out to my friend player Frank18 for showing me how to improve on the optimization. And yeah, it's like this over here, like it's made much more homey, much more cozy. And so once the audio linked lights were set up, as well as the DMX lights, there were a lot of people coming in, like not all at once though, like little by little. Like the first couple of pop-ups that were held here only saw like maybe like 40 people tops, but then like it slowly progressed up to like 50 and 60. But then January 31st came around, and we saw our first full instance in the world's since this world's existence. Yeah, like it's crazy. And so, what I've done was if you look over here, like these posters, like these are posters of actual events that have happened, both from both WikiLeaks and Entropy. Although the vast majority of them are from Entropy. By the way, I would like to thank OrcaToaster for introducing me to the club. And so yeah, it's like another thing that I did was add the Keepstar Citadel to the background. And so that one I like to thank there's this. That ship, the Evoli frigate, is by Websurfer. I got it off his Gumroad. Thank you, by the way. And the Keepstar Citadel, that's way out there in the distance. Well, the model was extracted from EVE Online, courtesy of Thaddeus Reynolds, or Rio Tagda. And so I put that there, so it looks like a lot more action going on in the background. And of course, I put a duplicate animation, a duplicate model of the Evoli frigate, and it just undocks, goes out, and then lines up to warp and shoots off that way. An optical illusion I applied was that the ship actually scales up as it moves closer to this area. So it's like that station is actually further, is actually much closer than you think. That station, if you want to go by lore-wise, like scale, lore-wise, it is about the size of New York State. However, it is much smaller. It's a very small model out there. And the frigate, the Evaldi frigate that you see there, that's getting ready to that's undocking right now and getting ready to warp, is actually much smaller when it's beginning to undock, and then it just it's actually physically moving closer to the station and upward, but at the same time physically scaling itself up. And then it reaches a certain point, and then it starts to turn like so. And it is still much smaller. Just to give it the sense of distance, and to give you an accurate sense of scale, you'll occasionally see the other Evaldi frigate zoom right by, like you saw earlier on. Yeah, there he goes. Speak of the devil, he shall come. All right. I was about to say, so have I, but anyways, or so will I. Okay, I'll shut up. God, my mind is in the gutter. I guess you could say I'm bird-brained. Yes, and I've been working on a lot on toggles, and so one of the things I've noticed with these toggles is, okay, there was originally an issue with the couch colliders, where the platforms would no, not the platforms, the couch collider, the couches. Man, damn it, my brain is really not braining right now. So what happened was that let me show you. Actually, did I already talked about this? I'll look into the video. I'll look into the recording when I look back at it. So yeah, this toggle over here, when you toggle it on and off, the couch colliders, and then you can get on the couch over here, and yeah, you collide. And then when you toggle it off, just simply you walk right through the couches. This is for people who like to use play space with OVR advanced settings. Now the problem was that the user interface was not showing the check mark, or at least when the check mark was there, and you toggle off the couch colliders, the check mark was not disappearing; it was staying there, and it turned out that it was rendering based off of the incorrect graphic and target graphics in the inspector and Unity and so on. Yeah. Yeah, I fixed that thanks to the help of Timekeeper. Now, speaking of toggles, I've also added a new feature here with the toggles. So let me show you something here. This is a new feature. One of the complaints I've heard is that there are a lot of DJs out there who have medium to short avatars, and oftentimes a lot of them do have access to OVR advanced settings where they can play space like this, just like that. I have that too. Actually, let me reset my. Okay, apply space offsets. There we go. So yeah, see what I could do there. A lot of users could do that. So the platform is technically unnecessary. However, it's not a default feature in VR chat, and so a lot of times the players would have to actually download the application, or a lot of times they have to purchase the application or download it separately, and they can just manipulate. But if they don't have it installed, then it's going to be difficult for them to actually look over the booth when they're short. It gets problematic. And so what I did was, for those DJs, I added this platform. And so when you look over here, there are these two toggles, and they are color coded to match the platform. So just toggle that off, the high platform and the medium platform. So let me go ahead and anchor this here so you can see. Yeah, you see? So if I were to toggle the medium platform, yeah, you see? If I were to toggle the medium platform, it works like that. Now, if I wanted to toggle, say, the high platform, this is for the really short avatars. So yeah, that's how it works, and hopefully that will help address the situation that some of the DJs may have had when trying to look over the platform. Because I have noticed that there was at least one DJ who had a canine avatar, but he was like this. Like, let me give you an example. Like, let me give you an example of how short this person was in comparison. Yeah, not exactly ideal for when when you're the star of the show and you have this behemoth of a console sitting in front of you in between the party goers. It's like, just imagine how that looks. And so I added this platform, and it is toggled on by default. It is also local, so it's not network synced. It's local only. Now, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have it network synced, but I don't want to be adding lag. Or I could set it to where it is toggled off by default and just have it clear. It's already clearly visible here anyway. So, what else? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's I think that's the DJ right there. This guy over here. He was he was relatively short in comparison to the booth. Actually, let me see. I think I have a picture here somewhere of him. Where the hell did I put it? It's like, I know it's here somewhere. I had it here somewhere. I don't see it here. Damn it. Oh, I didn't add it. Like, yeah, it's like there's a lot going on here. Now, what's going to be the future moving forward for this world? I was thinking that in the future, and this was talked about with OrcaToaster and others, that in the future, we were hoping that in the future we would have like a collaboration with CCP Games to host a party here. So it's gonna be a while. You know, we want to do like baby steps. I mean, we want to at least demonstrate that we have the capacity to host events here, and obviously after the end of January, after that night, it proves that there is a demand for it. That there is this place actually provides a lot of good vibes for people when partying. So it's like, yeah. Another one is, let's see. Well, we wanted to do like, take one step at a time. Maybe do like some pop-ups more pop-ups here and there. Um, we're probably not going to be able to do like a full-fledged collaboration or anything like that by the time FanFest rolls in. but we could at least try to aim for like a small little pop up, like as a tribute or as like a homage or something like that. Because after all, this all of this over here, the station, the the bar, the dance area, like the Event Horizon Lounge in particular, this was all like barring a few things. This was all CCP. This is all CCP stuff. And it's incredible to see that this world is actually making a comeback with a lot more people. It's like when you look at the PlayStation Home, this world in PlayStation Home, there was actually not that many people. Only a few people actually did occasionally come back and revisit it. And you'll only see like most people gather over there in that area, where like the dancer area, not the DJ area, but the dancer area. Let me show you. Mainly because the tables, the very tables that I repurposed to be dancer poles, like yeah, these tables over here. These tables, before they were converted to dancer platforms with poles, these were actually gaming consoles. Like these were they allow you access to play a particular game called Slay, Slay. And it was a really good. It was just a turn-based strategy game. It was just 2D and stuff like that. And people had a lot of fun playing that. Now, like because there's no way for me to like implement that here. At least not yet. I don't even think I have access to the source code or anything like that. And even if I did, I don't even know how to implement it here. But yeah, in the future though, like I really do hope to get a chance to see this world see its first collaboration with CCP Games. We don't know if there's going to be any club in VR chat that would want to do a collaboration with CCP Games. I mean, we'll see. So, yeah, again, this is like just off script and everything, like, and as you can tell, like unedited too. It's like from beginning to end. Yeah. What was I gonna say? That's generally it, really. Um, I'm probably gonna be going back to making some general videos. Those general videos are gonna be posted on my Odyssey channel. And again, this YouTube channel is specifically dedicated to showcasing the worlds I make on VR chat, as well as especially those worlds that are themed after Dust 514, Vanguard, and EVE Online. But everything else, like general topics and stuff like that, outside of that, I just post them on my Odyssey channel. So that's it. Hope you guys like that. And as usual, just remembered now. My bad. I've actually gotten in touch with people who were looking to want to host events here. They were also asking for copies of the patch sheets for the DMX lighting. And not just for this world, but also for the Palatine Keepstar world, as well as the Ishikone world, which surprised the hell out of me. Now, I haven't heard from them since, though, so the reason is because they were trying to look for a DMX supported venue that looked like it had a lot of work put into it. But I haven't heard from them since. And so, in the meantime, though, I just look forward to maybe one day being able to see this world see its first collaboration with CCP Games. And yeah, it's like, especially like when eFanFest is going to be coming around the corner around early May. I think it's May. It could be wrong. Is it May? I think it's May. Maybe. All right, I'm done. As usual, fly safe.
In my head